Welcome students to the exercise of unit number 8, poem Vocation. Today we will be discussing the answers of the questions, but in your notebook you have to write the answers on your own, and if you find any answer very difficult you can just straight away copy it down and understand the way of writing the answers. So these were the questions, and now we will see how to write the answers in a proper manner. The very first question is, who is the speaker in the poem? Who are the people the speaker meets? What are they doing? So now a school going child is speaking in the poem. So the speaker of the poem is a school going child. The speaker meets a hawker, a gardener and a watchman. So we have discussed the poem, and now you know that whatever vocations are expressed in the poem, those were of the hawker who was selling bangles, and the gardener, he was digging the ground, and the watchman who was keeping a watch on the street at night. So the answer will be, a school going child speaks in the poem. The speaker meets a hawker, a gardener and a watchman. The hawker sells bangles, the gardener digs the ground, the watchman keeps a watch in the street at night. Second question, what wishes does the child in the poem make? Why does the child want to be a hawker, a gardener or a watchman? Pick out the lines in each stanza which tells us this. Now, we all know the wishes of the child, whatever vocations, whatever professions, whatever people he is seeing while going and coming to the school, he feels that he should be having a life like them, so that to enjoy the freedom. So now see here how to write the answer. The child in the poem wants to be a hawker, a gardener and a watchman. The child wants to be a hawker because, like the hawker, he wants to spend his day on the road. He wants to be a gardener because he does what he likes with his spade. Nobody takes him to task even when he gets baked in the sun or gets wet. So these were the attractions regarding the hawker and the gardener. Now for the third vocation, that is the watchman, the child says the child wants to be a watchman because he never once goes to bed in his life. The child wishes to walk the street all night like watchman chasing the shadows with his lantern. So these were the lines which we have taken from the poem and also answered the questions given in the textbook. So write it properly. Coming to the next question, from the way the child envies the hawker, the gardener and the watchman, can you guess that there are many things the child has to do or must not do? Make a list of the do's and the don'ts that the child doesn't like. The first line is done for you. See here, the child must come home at a fixed time. The child must not get his clothes dirty in the dust. Now let us answer this question. So the question is saying, from the way the child envies. Envies means the child is jealous of the people whom he is seeing while going to the school, that is the hawker, the gardener and the watchman. So from the way the child is feeling envy, feeling jealous about these people, we can guess that there are many things he is not getting to do. So we just have to make the list what the child must and child must not do. Now let us see the answer. So the answer could be like this: the child must obey his elders, take his breakfast on time, must complete his homework daily and be always polite. And the child must not be late to bed, waste his time with friends, eat junk food and spoil his dress. So these are the general things, and also these are mentioned in the poem. So we can write these 4 things as the answer to what the child must and what the child must not do. Now Fourth question, like the child in the poem, you perhaps have your own wishes for yourself. Talk to your friend using I wish I were. Now, this answer is to be, you have to do it yourself, but I'll just give you some hints. Like, we generally, when we talk with the elders in the family, or if some visitors or guests come to your place, whenever we see small kids or even kids which are going to the school or college, a very general question which comes in front of them is, what do you want to become? So this is about the career path which you want to choose, but many times children can answer like, I want to be a policeman and a painter. So there can be people who will be a policeman, but they also like doing paintings, and that's why they have a proficiency of both the things. One is acting as a career and the second is the hobby. So my dear students, I will suggest you, right now you are just only in 6th standard, so you can write this answer as per your wish, and what you really like and what are your real hobbies, that you should be mentioning in this answer. So you can write your answers like this, that I wish I were a great police officer like Kiran Bedi, and while doing so I also want to be a very good family member who will take care of my family and will also take care of my country. As I am very good in sports, I like playing badminton, so I'll pursue my hobby while doing my job as a police officer. In this way, you can write the answer. Now, coming to the next question. Find out the different kinds of work done by the people in your neighborhood. Make different cards for different kinds of work. You can make the card colorful with pictures of the person doing the work. Now in this, this is a activity where you have to draw the pictures of the people who you see in your neighborhood. So generally what we do is, whatever pictures are available, that only you will be showing to the teacher, but don't do it this way. Think of what actual your neighbors are doing, and then you should prepare the cards. So these are few examples, children, so that you should be doing it. Don't just copy it from here. I am giving this to you just as an example, but you can choose some of these and also add few more which you see people working in your neighborhood. So if there is a police station nearby your house, you can draw the picture of a police officer, then of a postal worker, a waiter, bus driver. Here are few more. So please prepare your cards properly, thinking about the actual neighbors which are there in your neighborhood who are doing different types of works. Thank you.